What's going on, Super Friends? Look, I'm recording once again. Up in the sky, is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it more juicy Netherrealm studio potential leaks for Mortal Kombat 11? You know how this works. Okay, so a friend of mine, and I believe this person wishes to remain anonymous, so at anonymous, at Twitter, at Facebook, sent me different leaks that I'm gonna go over. This first one, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read the article and then I'm gonna give my thoughts on it as I go. Claiming to have received information from a credible source on Twitter with connections to NRS, who supposedly leaked the entire MKX roster on his personal website back in February of 2015. Righteous Shallow 4 notes that MK11 is planned to have a roster of 30 characters, with 10 additional fighters planned to be DLC. This will make the game's cast slightly larger than Injustice 2's roster, once it receives all 3 full fighter packs, continuing a company trend of increasing roster sizes with each new game. Of these 30 combatants, 17 will be returning from MKXL. 7 will be returning from previous games, with 6 of those being from the old 3D era titles, and the final 6 will be new challengers. He notes that the new game story will feature Raiden as the title's main antagonist. Okay, stop. First, let's talk about this. Let's just for the long haul. This is gonna be a long one. So, I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, like whatever, but it's gonna be something Mortal Kombat titled, and I'm gonna be discussing all the leaks of recent that I have my hands on. I won't be talking about the fatality system or all that, like, unless it's in these leaks. I'm just going to talk about what I have in front of me right now. So, with that, a roster of 30 plus characters with 10 additional fighters, so that's 40 characters. That's already not bad. I'm already down with that. Especially if we get, like, a Triborg again or something like that, where it's 3 different characters and 1 character, or whatever. Cool. 17 will be returning from MKXL, so as I dice up the roster, we'll see. 17 will be returning from previous games, so making their official return to Mortal Kombat. And 6 will be new challengers, so new characters. I'm assuming a lot of those 6 will probably be not new characters, but like DLC. Oh wait, is it the 30? That's... Yeah, okay, never mind. So 6 new characters. Okay. I'm okay with that so far. Let's see. He notes that the new game story will feature Raiden as the title's main antagonist. Yes. Please. Who appeared to be slipping back into his dark Raiden ways at the conclusion of MKX's... Oh, hello. You just got another one. Now we're talking. By leaving the beheaded, yet still immortal, fallen elder god Shinnok's severed head at Kitana and Kung Lao's doorstep, as the two establish themselves as the new king and queen of the Netherrealm. Let's stop there. If Raiden is the main boss, with Liu Kang and Kitana being sub-bosses, or vice versa, I am down, I am about it, I am for it, let's go. I would love to see Raiden be the boss. I would love Liu Kang and Kitana as bosses. Let's go. I'm down for it. Oh yeah. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I couldn't think of anybody better to be the boss for this next game than the people who were set up perfectly in the last game. So bring it on. Gameplay will remain chapter-based, with players switching characters throughout, and will be longer than any of the 4 previous story campaigns that have come before it. Ooh. It will also be borrowing plot elements from 2 of the series' 3D entries, Deception and Armageddon. Deception and Armageddon? I would like to know how. Which featured all characters introduced to the franchise at that point, and were the last game set within the original timeline before MKX and 2011's Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe and MK11's or 2011's Mortal Kombat 9. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna be getting some stuff from, if this is all true, and I'm take this all with a grain of salt, by the way. These are all rumors and leaks until we see officialness. I mean, I could write fanfiction like this, but it's pretty good. Characters who are only in the game as story mode NPCs, similar to Sindel, Baraka, and Rain in MKXL. In MKXL will also be returning alongside brutalities and the much-loved variation system that defined the previous title. Okay. I like that. Brutalities, awesome. Mentioning Sindel, Baraka, and Rain, I suspect those characters, or at least Rain, out of all of those, all three of those, will be coming back as a as a playable character. It's safe to say, I would say it's a safe bet that some of the NPCs we get in this game story mode will become DLC later on, as was the case for Tanya and Boraicho in the last installment, Mortal Kombat XL. It says any deceased characters from the previous games will not be returning to action, and it cites Nightwolf, Sindel, Shinnok, Smoke, Cabal, Melina, Shao Kahn, Kintaro, Motaro, Baraka, or Striker. And it says, sorry to those players, may we honor the time we've had with them. Alright. Okay. What's this? There's more? Oh. So we're going to bring that up. We're going to go back here. Alright, I'm going to go through this list and see what I don't care. Okay, let's talk about brutality. There's a lot to cover. Brutalities, A+. I would bring them all back. I would make them nastier and better than ever. It'd be something fun. I would give more hidden brutalities to different characters, because it seemed like the only ones that had hidden ones really were the DLC characters, and I would like to see that hidden ones done with the other characters. Variation system, I'm all for it. If they want to do something like the gear system in Injustice 2 or whatever, I'm all for that too. I'm just all for another Mortal Kombat game, but I would do costumes over gear. That's just my preference. I mean, if you're gonna do costumes and let that be a whole like do costumes, but let it be like a gear set. If they're gonna do that, like let it be like classic reptile gear, and you get all those pieces to put on your reptile or whatever. Hint, hint, classic reptile should come back as a human, not as a reptile. Anyway, if we're going to go through this list and talk about who I would like to see or not like to see back on this list. And we're going to move backwards. Starting with Striker. No. I think Striker served his time. I think Striker is, personally, if I offend you, I'm sorry. I think Striker is a boring character. I don't care for Striker at all. Baraka, no. Leave him dead. Whatever. I'm okay with the way. I'm okay with the. It's clear that they. I guess it's weird that they don't care for Baraka. It seems like, because they put the alien thing in him in the DLC trailer, and they killed him off in the story mode. So I don't think he'll be back. Motaro, I don't want him to come back unless they can find a way to bring him back as the full Centaur Motaro, and I don't see that happening because there's just a lot of pieces that go with that. Anyway, Kintaro, maybe. I always preferred Kintaro to Goro, mostly because Kintaro is just a giant four-armed tiger beast, and I like the idea of that. Shao Kahn, DLC, I'm all about it. If you look on my Twitter, SuperDude versus Kurtzik, that's right, I'm calling you out again, Kurtz. Kurtzik boy, let's go. Round 3. SuperDude versus Kurtzik 3 the third. Shao Kahn is someone I'm looking forward to playing. He's gonna be really. I think he's gonna be really interesting. He's gonna be really. I think he's got a lot of potential for new moves and new abilities and all these sorts of things with a character like him. I don't know if he'll be back in the main roster or whatever, but since he's no, he won't be. But since he's DLC, we at least get to use him like we did Goro. It'd be cool. Now we get to Melina. This is probably going to upset some people, but if Melina didn't come back, I'd be okay with it. Mostly because I would like to see the deaths that were canonical in the story mode in MKX, like, stick. And so just to say, oh, Melina's back, it was a clone or whatever, just seems bad to me. That's another reason why I don't want Baraka back. I like Baraka personally. Baraka's always been a favorite of mine, playing the earlier games. People like Reptile, Havoc, Baraka. I like Baraka, but I want to see the story mode matter, and I want to see the deaths and stuff stick. So I'd be okay with no Baraka. I'd also be okay with no Melina at that point. Goodness, Cabal. I say give him a shot. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to see, but also at the same time, if he doesn't come back, it wouldn't be that big a deal to me. Mostly because I have the people I want to see, I have the people I do not want to see, or whatever. And Cabal just never really made my list. He is a cool character, and if he comes back, I'm excited for people that enjoy him, but his inclusion or lack thereof wouldn't really bother me. Smoke. I don't want to see Smoke brought back unless it's like a Triborg variation, mostly because I like the Triborg character, and I think the Triborg character should return. So, if Smoke doesn't come back and remains a cyborg in the Triborg variation system, I'd be okay with it. Shinnok, no, stay dead. You died, fool. You were the antagonist of Mortal Kombat X. You had your chance. You dead. Move on. Sindel, no, stay dead. You killed one of my favorite characters of all time. Stay away. Nightwolf. See previous entry. I think Nightwolf would be cool to see come back, but once again, if he's dead, I don't see that working out. Put his heir in it, or put like an ancestor, or not an ancestor, like a descendant of Nightwolf or whatever, but again, leave them as they lay and use that as foundation to build more characters. Alright, so that's all of those. He mentions that the 17 base roster characters he's seen lots of artwork and rendering for are they as follows, and I'll give my thoughts on each one as I go. Kano, don't care if he returns or not. If he did not, I'd be okay with it, because I would like to see him replaced with his son, maybe. Who knows? Li Mei. That's all I have to say about that. Noob Sabat, please bring him back. I think he would be cool. Just a cool, interesting addition. I think his power set lends to a lot of cool, interesting moves and moments, and I know there's a lot of noob fans that would like to see him. So, Bo Raicho, maybe. Again, he's one of those I don't care one way or the other characters. Johnny Cage. I don't think Johnny Cage should come back. Hold on now. Don't attack my friends and family. They've done nothing to offend you. This is all me. I don't know. I just think that the new generation should step in and start replacing the Johnny Cages and the Sonyas and the Liu Kangs and all that. Like, I would have Liu Kang and Kitana pick an heir or have a child, and he grows up to become the new Liu Kang Kitana, and you phase them out. Just slowly start phasing these characters out as time goes on. So Johnny Cage, I would have Cassie replace him. Sorry. Shang Tsung. I don't care for Shang Tsung, and I never liked Shang Tsung as a character. He was a great character, don't get me wrong, but I don't see that. Whatever, doesn't matter. Jade, I want to see Jade return, mostly so that people will shut up about Jade. Jade's cool, Jade's great, fantastic. If you like Jade, awesome. She's got a cool moveset on the Kitana Mournful variation. If you use some of that and give her own unique spins and stuff like that, go for it. Yay, Jade. Dagon. If you're not familiar with Dagon, he was one of the antagonists in the Armageddon story, and I liked Dagon more than I liked Taven. So If we're going to get Taven, we should have Dagon. Dagon, I think a new age spin on Dagon would be cool, especially if you bring back those dual swords. My boy. Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs, like I said. Cassie should replace Sonya and Johnny Cage, or at least replace Johnny Cage with Sonya taking over and Johnny going off to do whatever. With Sonya taking over as full-time commander of the Special Forces and Johnny just going away. Jackie Briggs, as much as I like Jax, I say if you do have Jax return, let this be his last game and let him train up Jackie Briggs to her fullest extent, or have her killed off and let Jax be mad at that. Frost, don't care. I know we're getting Sub-Zero, and to see Frost and Sub-Zero in the same game. Kenshi, bring him back or don't. Kenshi never really shook me one way or the other. Like, he never swayed me one way or the other. So bring him back, cool. Or not, whatever. Kotal Khan. Sorry, I'm getting all these messages. Kotal Khan, bring him back, fine. Just don't, excuse me. Don't, I would have Kotal Khan brought back just so we could have, like, the conflict of Kotal Khan versus Raiden. And I think that he is an interesting character that you could explore a little bit more with. Jax, like I said, if you're going to bring him back in this game, let this be his last game, have him train Jackie, or have Jackie die and have Jax go on a major, like, you killed my daughter, now I have to rip you in half spree. Onaga, no. Onaga needs to stay away. I don't like Onaga. I never liked Onaga as a character, and this is my own personal opinion. Leave Onaga dead, or design him differently and give him a better story, because blech. Going off of arcade classic tower endings in the events of the MKX prequel comics, it stands to reason that Sonya Blade, Aaron Black, Raiden, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Takeda, Liu Kang, Triborg, Tanya, Kung Lao, Kunjin, Katana, Devora, Tremor, and Goro could all have shots at coming back. Taven and Natara will supposedly appear in the game as story, NPCs, or cameos. Okay, let's go backwards through these. Or let's go through. Let's jump into some of them. Scorpion, we already know he's showing up, so ipso facto he's in. Raiden, we already know he's in because we saw him in the trailer. Sub-Zero, bonus. Bring him back. Sonya Blade, I would have her come back. We'll talk more about her later. Aaron Black, sure, he was guns, awesome. There's just a lot to go through here. Guns, I would have him come back and give him more story. Liu Kang and Katana, I would have them definitely be a part of the game as the rulers of the Netherrealm. Devora, nope, don't care for her. She could stay dead. Goro, don't care for him. I would have Kintaro if you're gonna do a four-armed character. Kung Jin, Kung Lao. I would leave them both in, but I would have Kung Lao be this sort of like distant trainer type, whatever, and teach Kung Jin how to use his hat. And you slowly phase Kung Lao out and Kung Jin in. Who else? Takashi Takeda, or Takeda Takahashi. Yep, bring back Takeda. I liked him. Good character. Triborg, all about him. Love the idea, love the character design, all these different things. Bring him back, please. Tanya, sure, why not? And Tremor, I would have Tremor come back, and I would give him more of a story mode presence. I would give him a story presence, period, because I think there's a lot of cool character arcs and stuff to explore with Tremor still. Sorry, we're going through so fast. The source are also elaborated on two of the supposed newcomers he's seen artwork for, Dominic and Salina. Salina is a dream goddess that apparently has psychic powers and create things out of thin air and use them as weapons. That sounds cool. I'm on board. Dominic is Kano's son and is part of the Red Dragon with Dagon. Supposedly he hates his father. Please, I would definitely bring in Dominic and I'd have him slaughter Kano in front of people. Like Kano tries to do something and he kills him. I like it. Alright, so that is all for that. Oh no. Give me a second. I gotta pull up the new links. I gotta pull up the stuff. I gotta go to my source here. Sorry. My computer did a thing that it shouldn't have done, but that's my thoughts on the initial leaks. I know I'm a little behind on all this, and people have made videos and stuff already. But we're gonna open up this, and then we're gonna open up this. This is a picture that a friend found from me from Best Buy Canada. We're gonna open this up. If it'll open. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't more prepared for this, but my computer sometimes wants to have a mind of its own. It says, return to the Netherrealm and test your mind once more in Mortal Kombat 11 for PlayStation 4. It features a state-of-the-art graphics engine that showcases the heat of battle like never before. A packed roster of legends and contenders, including Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, and Raiden, go head-to-head in this fight for Earthrealm. Select your fighter from a roster of new and returning characters in this epic battle for the realms. Cinematic Stories delivers the latest chapter of an epic saga over 25 years in the making. Custom character variations lets you customize the fighters in your own way. Cutting-edge graphics engines showcases every battle with dramatic realism. Okay, cool. So this leak says Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, and Raiden are supposed to be in the game. We talked about my feelings on that. We talked about how I think Liu Kang and Katana should definitely come back as the rulers of Outworld. And Sub-Zero can return as well, mostly so Raiden, or mostly so the Scorpion is balanced out. Cool. What's this? This next picture here. Alright, now we're going to go on to the next leak. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry that there's so much. This one's interesting. Please? Can you go? Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry this is taking so long. And I know this is a long video, but I want to get all these out. That way when new information comes up, I'm caught up. Alright. Here we go. It seems that there has been another internal email slip-up, if we are to believe the word of a Reddit user. They detailed in the Mortal Kombat subreddit about the game's official announcement well before the reveal, and now has shared what could be the Mortal Kombat 11 box art leak. When I further PM'd them for details, they mentioned some interesting stuff for the big reveal on January 17th. Alright, while the box art looks very rough and is low resolution because of any number of reasons, this is why we have to put this up as a rumor for now, so take all the information from here with plenty of salt. So, don't take it as fact, take it as rumor as it is. But the box art is very nice. It's got gold in the background with Scorpion doing this sort of like Scorpion holding the spear pose, and he's doing the grab hand. I like it. Mostly because I'm a Scorpion fan. Scorpion over Sub-Zero for me. I enjoy it, and then it's got the Mortal Kombat 11 text across the screen. Says if this is indeed the final artwork, we can hope for variations of the artwork, which also shows Sub-Zero for fans to drool over and collect if they're not fans of Scorpion. I would definitely buy the Scorpion one. You can see the box art. You can see that the box art shows the same Scorpion in the trailer and has the same font in the reveal trailer. Whether or not it's authentic is yet to be verified. They stated there is a potential for a demo of the game coming to the date on which the game gets revealed, January 17th, without mentioning the platforms. The other useful information they were able to provide was Ronda Rousey voicing Sonya Blade, and there will be trailers before before the trailer. There will be trailers before the trailer. That's the way he said it. With one being a hype trailer and the other being a trailer confirming Sonya. Let's see all these things. Sonya Ronda trailer. Ronda Rousey will be at MK Day and will be part of the live stream stage presentation. We're preparing a short video to introduce her and announce her as the voice of Sonya. I've started sending over what we have for Sonya, which hasn't been much so far. I'm expected a V1 soon. So, we'll come back to that. The Garoth trailer. Marketing originally wanted to show a Shao Kahn trailer to tout the pre-order exclusive character. That doesn't seem possible, so now we're looking at doing a Garoth gameplay trailer to show off one of the brand new characters. This could be created internally and would be a mix of gameplay and cinema. Any info on where Garoth stands and where we can start capturing gameplay in earnest would be very helpful. Okay. I don't know who Garoth is. Sounds cool. Cool name. Let's see where he goes. But let's look at this. There's a lot of information here. So, Ronda Rousey is supposed to be voicing Sonya. Please? Please? Netherrealm, make that happen. For those of you that don't know, I don't know how many of you don't, but I'm a huge fan of Ronda Rousey. I was super excited when she got announced for the most recent WWE game. I'm a fan of her UFC work. I'm a fan of her WWE work. I'm just a fan of hers in general. I think she's a cool chick, and she's got a lot of personality when you let her. When you let her go. And Sonya as Ronda Rousey as Sonya Blade, that could be cool, especially if they use her like face capture as Ronda Rousey. That'd be sweet. Or like Ronda Rousey as Sonya, or update it so she looks a little bit more like. I'd be okay with it. And like I said before, I'm okay with Sonya Blade returning in sort of a leadership role like she was in Mortal Kombat X, but to a bigger degree. The leak goes on to say, it also revealed talks about gameplay walkthrough, which could refer to the reveal on January 17th. Live game walkthrough. This is more stuff. We intend on putting a live gameplay walkthrough similar to what we've done at E3 in past years. This would be a video of pre-recorded gameplay in UI, with someone speaking over the live footage, or speaking live over the footage, discussing the big elements of the game. Game info to cover includes core gameplay, fighting, presentation, custom variations, crushing blows, supers, towers of time, online multiplayer fatalities, brutalities, gore as an end cap. Alright, let's look at these. Let's pretend all this is real for right now. They're going to show gameplay with the core gameplay. That's not shocking. Fighting, presentation, custom variations. What? Custom variations? So, like, you're going to be able to pick and choose your abilities and stuff and make your own variation? That'd be amazing! Ooh, I would... please! The crushing blows and supers. I think this is EX abilities and X-rays, maybe? Crushing blows, is that a new thing? That sounds dope. And it's got the K instead of a C for crushing, obviously, because you're spelling it wrong if you're spelling it with a C. And then supers. I think it means X-rays. Or whatever. Towers of time. Crushing blows and supers. What? Okay, we gotta see that. I hope that's true, because I want crushing blows to be a thing, because that's a fun phrase. He dealt a crushing blow. Fatalities, brutalities, gore. Ooh. Oh my. I'm in. If this is all real, I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with the Ronda Rousey Sonya bit. I'm okay with the idea of crushing blows. So that, well, I hope you know that that's gonna be my catchphrase for this game. If even if it doesn't turn out to be a thing, anytime I play or I announce that I'm playing, I will be dealing crushing blows with such and such character. That's a new thing. SuperDude, dealing crushing blows. Fantastic. We just made a new thing live on air. All right. Ooh. All right. On to the next leak. Potential Mortal Kombat 11 leak. GameStop Italy says 6 DLC characters. I'm just reading the upper line, the web address. Okay. Here we go. We only caught official win of Mortal Kombat 11 a few days ago at the Game Awards thanks to a surprise reveal teaser, but already may have stumbled across some more information on NetherRealm's upcoming fighter game. You can currently pre-order the franchise's 11th installment on GameStop, but if you navigate over to the Italian GameStop page, you'll find a little more information on what's on the horizon for MK11. The description under the Premium Edition, which I'll be getting, details some alleged content that we have not yet heard about. We ran said description through Google Translate and got the following. Now, Google Translate, not always accurate, but we'll see. The text here appears to promise an all-new game engine that allows for even more brutal and gory action. It also proposes a new personalization system with never-before-seen movesets, a new fatality system, as well as a new gore tech system, a multiplayer experience geared towards esports and more. Okay, that's a lot to unpack. Let's start with this first line. An all-new game engine that allows for even more brutal and gory action. I'm assuming that just means a new game engine where you're going to be able to see like individual fingers break, in X-ray moves and stuff like that. You're going to be able to see, when doing X-rays, instead of just seeing bones breaking or eyes gouge or whatever, you're going to see like tendons rip and all this sort of stuff, which would be cool. I hope that's what that is. It proposes a new personalization system that with never-before-seen movesets. Further still... Oh, wait. New personalization system with never-before-seen movesets. Sounds like Injustice 2's gear system with more moves. A new fatality system as well as a new gore tech system. Gore tech just sounds like it shows you killing better. And a new fatality system, please don't be... All I can say is please, please, please don't be create a fatality. That was terrible. Under additional contents, this also lists a special steel case. Steel, I'm down. And then combat pass, 6 characters and 6 battle passes. Battle pass? Battle... Oh. So could it be like a combat pass? Because it says under additional... NetherRealm has used the combat pass in Mortal Kombat X for batches of 6 DLC fighters, which appears to be a trend. So 6 battle passes. 6 battle pass? I don't know. The battle pass content is new. Further still, the Italian GameStop included 3 images featuring Scorpion, Raiden, and Shao Kahn. The Shao Kahn picture is one we have not seen yet and appears to depict him in an alternate costume. We also screen captured the Italian GameStop page. Okay. Whew. I am sorry. That was a lot to go through. But I like it so far. I like it so far. Oh, look, my mom's drapes back there. It's fantastic. Aren't they lovely? Look at them. So pretty. I'm skeptical, but optimistic. Cautious optimism. Because regardless, we're getting Shao Kahn, so he's gonna be fun to play. So I'll have someone I know I'll like to play. We're getting Scorpion back, so that'll be cool. As for my dream roster, that'll have to be another video. I got another message. Whatever. But that's a lot to go over. Those are my thoughts on the leaks so far. I'll be doing potential dream rosters and stuff like that as the weeks go on, and as we get more information, I'll be talking about it. Because I'm excited for this game, even though it doesn't seem like it. I'm just very tired, and there was a lot to go through in this. So, ultimate takeaways. Sonya Rousey on board. No dead characters returning on board. Shao Kahn pre-order bonus. Happy. New personalization options. Cautious optimism. But you know how this goes. You guys have been Super Friends. You guys. Super Friends. That's you. I've been SuperDude, and until my next video, it is SuperDude saying up, and bop. Super T. Up, and away. Ooh.